Finally, he decided he didn't want to die in the hospital. He wanted to go home. And so lying at home at the end of his life, he's lying there and he's not thinking about all the things that a lot of people think about. A lot of times people get to the end of the life and they start thinking about the things that really matter, but he was so consumed, so wrapped up in getting and gaining and having more. He's lying in bed and he's thinking about his money, his bank account, his possessions. And so he called his wife in the room and he said, honey, I want you to go to the bank. I want you to get bags of money. Get bags of money, get our sons, have them build a platform right above me where my bed is in the attic. Put bags of money right there. He said, when I die, I'm going to grab that money on my way up. And so she went, she got bags of money. His sons built a platform, in the attic, just the opposite side of the ceiling, just directly right above where he was. And they just stacked bags of money there, bags of money. Well, he died not long later. Now, his wife did not immediately go up in the attic, but later on she went up in the attic, and up in the attic, once she went up there, she looked down the row, and there was the platform with bags of money. And she gasped, and she said, I knew I should have put it in the basement. Okay, now that is not a true story, but it makes a good point. Folks, we brought nothing into this world, and we are taking nothing out. Your possessions didn't come in with you, and they're not going out. In Luke chapter 12, Jesus told a parable. Now, we're going to Luke 10. But in Luke 12, he said there was a rich man, and this rich man, he was successful. So much so, it wouldn't all fit in his barn. And so he said, well, tear down the barn, build a bigger barn. Built a bigger barn, and finally he goes, I'm going to eat, drink, and take it easy. And God looks at him and says, you fool, because tonight your life's required of you. Then who's going to get your stuff? Folks, today I'm asking you, what are you living for? Are you living for the things that matter, the things that last, or are you living for the things that are here one day and gone the next? What matters is your relationship with Jesus Christ and the lives that you impact by living for Him. This world is looking for Jesus. Not long ago, there was a young man, a couple of weeks ago, he's 17 years old. I was in his community, and we weren't even at the church, and he pulled me aside, and he said, he reached up his hand, and he put it right here, and he said, is it normal to feel this empty? He said, is it normal? He said, is this just a human thing to feel empty on the inside? And folks, let me tell you, a person who does not have Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, like that young man didn't, a person who does not have Jesus is always going to have this emptiness on the inside because you were made for more. You were created to have a relationship with God. And if that's not right, there's always going to be this emptiness. And people chase after all sorts of things to fill the void in their life. And so some people, they chase after money. And they're like, if I could just had more money, if I just had more wealth, a better house, a nicer job, a bigger car, then I would have it made. Then I would be happy. Folks, contentment does not come with your possessions. Satisfaction, life, possessions will never fill the empty place that only Jesus Christ can. And your money, no matter how much you have or get or gain, it is here one day, and then someday it's going to be gone. It is not going with you. Other people, they chase after fame, searching for significance. Well, if I'm just well-liked, if I'm known, if my name goes down in a history book, or if I get on TV, or how many people liked my post, and they get a significance from that, or how many people watched my video, and they're grasping for something, and fame, even if you're famous for the right reasons, it is here 1 minute, but when you die, it is not going with you. Your success, people live for this. They try to climb that job ladder, and be the best that they can be. And no matter how successful you are, someday each one of us is going to stand before a holy God, and we're going to give an account for our lives. And His definition of success in this world are radically different. Now, understand, I'm not saying any of those things are wrong. It's not bad to have money. It's not bad to be successful. You want to be successful at your job, at school work. There's nothing wrong with being famous for the right reasons. But what I'm saying is these things don't give you life. They don't give you value. They don't give you significance. Your life is more. You were made for more than that. And so today we're going to...